Hey everybody, today I'm grafting mango. Here's my scion wood. This is a piece of mango scion wood from my neighbor's tree. I've tried the fruit off this tree and it's really good. It's delicious, it's productive, it makes fruit every year, it flowers consistently, it's a good variety. She doesn't know my neighbor, she doesn't know the name of the variety, but it's really good for this climate, Southern California, so it's a good variety. We're gonna graft it here today. Here's my rootstock here. This is a Manila mango seed that I bought from the store, and I planted the seed, and it sprouted out and it grew. This is about a year to 2 years old. And if you look here, I tried to do a graft on this tree last year, and it failed. See the results here. The good thing about Manila mangoes is that once you cut off one part, which I did here, as a result of a failed graft, it's polyembryonic, so it shoots out 2 or 3 different new shoots of branches, so that's good. I can graft onto one of these. So I've chosen this branch to graft on, and that's because I did a side-to-side comparison for the kind of graft I'm doing. I'm doing a cleft graft, so either your scion and your rootstock either have to be the same size, or your scion has to be a little bit smaller. Here's a good area to graft right here, because they're about the same width and thickness. So we'll go ahead and get ready to graft right there. So first things first, here's the tools I'll use today. Here's my pruning shears, and for my cut, I'll use a box cutter. Now it's very important to sanitize your tools. I always talk about this, but I've never shown you. This is what I sanitize with, rubbing alcohol. I'll show you guys how I sanitize my tools before I graft. This is a very important thing to do, I think, before you graft. You know, because when you're grafting, you're doing surgery on a tree, and a surgeon needs clean tools. So what I just did right now is I sprayed a little bit of rubbing alcohol on this toilet paper, like so, and I just rub the part where I'm gonna cut. So just sanitize there. All right, that's good. And then for my box cutter, I'll take another piece of toilet paper, put some rubbing alcohol on there, sanitize my tools. There we go. All right, now we're ready to graft. So let's get started. First things first, I have my grafting tape here, parafilm grafting tape. You get it from Amazon.com. Start wrapping my scion here. So this grafting tape it's weak enough to let these buds push through if the graft is successful. So here's the buds. If the graft is successful, these buds will start pushing through this film. But it's strong enough to, lock in moisture and keep steady humidity on your graft. This part I left exposed because this is the part I'm going to cut and graft onto here. So let's do that now. So let me clear this out first, the old failed graft. And now, so I chose this area right here to graft, so I'll cut here. Just like that. And now I'm going to do a cleft graft, so I'll demonstrate how I cut here. I don't go too deep. Some people like to go real deep. I'll go like about an inch or so. There you go. That's perfect. See, I sliced right down the middle. And now I'll cut my scion wood here. There's one. There's the other. The goal is to have a nice V-shaped wedge. See that wedge? All right, now it's gonna go right into my scion wood, into my rootstock, just like so. There it is. That's it. See, it's always a good sign when I can move my hand away and the scion stays inside the rootstock like that. So you don't want it to be like this, not like that, and not inwards either, like that. You want it to be flush with the rootstock, like so. You see? You want the cambium layers to align. The cambium layer is a thin layer right here on the scion and on the rootstock, and you want them to line up perfectly. So let me just try that. There we go. You see, it looks like it's one part, you know. And I want to run my finger along here, and it's like a smooth surface. That's when I know I fit the pieces of the puzzle together correctly. And that's about it. And then here's the last step. The last step is to tightly wrap this area. I'll put a few layers of this grafting tape onto here because I want to lock in moisture, and I want this to be a good, solid, firm contact between the rootstock here and the scion wood here. A lot of grafters like to put a rubber band, tie a rubber band over this, or put green gardening tape over this to, you know, make it even tighter connection, a stronger join. But I don't do that. I think enough layers of this grafting tape does the job, and I've had grafting success just by using just the grafting tape. And yeah, there we go. Now, here in Southern California, I'll leave this in the full sun. It's April, May, the weather's beautiful, it's a beautiful day. This can stay in the full sun. If you live in a climate that's, you know, over 100 degrees and high humidity, you might want to consider partial shade for a part of the day, and then full sun maybe the other half of the day. But subscribe, hit like. Thank you for watching.